Moving to Canada as an international student completely changed my life. It was very exciting, but at the same time, it also came with challenges I never fully expected. For those who don't know me, I am Marie. I moved to Canada from the Philippines last August 2023 as an international student. I studied at KPU, British Columbia, Canada, and now I'm currently working as full-time. Looking back, there's so many lessons I learned while living here in Canada, from cost of living to being independent, and also from rebuilding my life from scratch. In this video, I'm sharing to you the 10 biggest lessons that completely changed my life and my perspective in living here in Canada. Lesson number 1 is loneliness hits harder than expected. Moving abroad is very exciting, but at the same time, it's also hard, especially that from time to time, I miss my family, my friends, and even those like everyday small moments that I have back in the Philippines. So sometimes I have a feeling of being a FOMO, fear of missing out, especially on the special occasions and special milestones of my friends and family. For example, I have a friend who just recently got married and I was not there on her special occasions. And also, like, my mom and my dad are also growing old now. I think I should have spent those days also with them. But I'm just so happy too that we got to like video call each other, and also my friends, we got to update like via chats. It might not be like every day, but at least like there's an update from time to time, which is really great. Lesson number 2 is everything is expensive more than you can expect. Everything from Canada is really expensive, especially for me that I came from the Philippines. So everything from rent, groceries, transportation, and even the international student tuition fees. So everything is really expensive, and I was also shocked when I came here because like all of their prices, like in groceries or even in the mall, they don't put the tax on the like price tags. So you'll be shocked like when you're first time here, there will be additional costs when you already pay for it, because there's still like GSTs and PSTs on the goods that you're gonna buy. And just to give you a clear view of the rent prices here in Canada, especially in British Columbia, it would cost like $800 to $1,200 or $1,300 per person per month for one bedroom, and you share living spaces with other people, and you have, I mean, like housemates. Lesson number 3 is you got to learn to become independent. Everything from cleaning, cooking, budgeting, booking appointments to your doctor, or booking appointments to your advisors, or anything like that, everything is yours. I would say it's a bit stressful at first if you're still adjusting, but in the long run, it builds also like confidence and also resiliency, I would say. But you know what? I really appreciate of being independent too. For me, it is an act of solitude to be able to stand on your own, to be able also to figure out the answer to your problems just by yourself, which is really helpful also in growth. Also, because of this, I got to realize a lot of things that, oh, like I'm capable in doing like this. I didn't even know about myself, which is really nice. And also, you got to discover new talent of yourself that you might not know. For example, you may be good in cooking, or you may enjoy also in cleaning. So yeah, it's great. Lesson number 4 is you start appreciating your parents more. There was a time where I moved houses and I really miss my dad and my mom a lot because they're always supportive of me. And when I move houses, I'm doing everything like packing, like disassembling my bed, my table, everything from the logistics. So yeah, I miss my dad. I miss my papa, my mom. It's just sad because like sometimes in these moments you'll be able to realize like, oh, I'm already getting old and my parents are also getting older, which makes me so emotional. And yeah, like you get to appreciate them more, you know? And you also got to realize how blessed we are with our parents. Lesson number 5 is not everything goes according to your plan. This might be sad, but it is the reality. And no matter how prepared you are, you cannot really predict things, and it's completely normal. It's completely okay. The most important thing is you know how to adapt to certain situations and also being flexible enough in different circumstances. Most especially if you're looking for your first job here in Canada, of course, you cannot expect working as the same job as you have back in the Philippines since different countries have different rules, different qualifications and standards, and it's okay. You just need to prepare yourself to build from scratch and be flexible. Also, for example, during my first job hunting here in Canada, I was actually already expecting not to land any accounting job here, and I was actually applying for lots of like retail positions. It is just that I'm blessed that my first job was related in accounting. I was an accounts receivable accountant at that time. Also, immigration processes can also be stressful and unpredictable because like for example, like Canada, they also have their own needs, so they need to change their rules from time to time. Lesson number 6 is networking matters more than you think. In Canada, just like the Philippines or any other countries, networking is really very important, especially in finding jobs and also in references. So I would say I would recommend to protect or to savor your relationships and friendships with those people that you met along the way. In the future, they will really help you a lot. Even those people who interviewed you, or even your classmates, your schoolmates, they will really help you in the future. Lesson number 7 is you will question your decision at some point. Of course, there will be moments where you'll be asking yourself, am I in the right path? Why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? Is everything still worth it? Or what if I just stayed back home? And it's completely normal, it's completely valid. I've been doing that for like how many years I've been here? 2.5 years. And I think these questions are completely normal and valid, especially for an immigration journey. And on a brighter note, it's also nice to assess your decisions and yourself from time to time. The most important thing is to be true to yourself and to be honest of what you're feeling and acknowledge that feeling. Lesson number 8 is your mindset determines everything. Some people give up because it's hard. Also, some people choose the hard path because they believe it's worth it. When pressured, you decide whether you break or you grow. Some people realize that living abroad is not for them. It's okay. Some battles are not worth fighting for, I guess. And it just depends from one person to another. If you think it's worth fighting for, then go for it. If you think like moving back home is better opportunity for you, then go for it. As long as you're happy, it's okay. And as a believer, I always ask God for guidance for my decisions and for my career. Like, Lord, if it's for me, then give it to me. Give me a sign. If it's not for me, then please take this idea away from my heart so that I'll know that it's not meant for me. Lesson number 9 is success in abroad takes longer than you think. Sometimes social media makes it look like people who lives abroad become successful instantly, but in reality, it's very hard. Some people are working survival jobs or even 2 or more jobs at the same time. Also, based on my experience, I already have a stable job back in the Philippines, but when I came here in Canada, I go back to zero because Canadian companies sometimes won't look for your international experience. They are more on Canadian experience. So those people that you see online that are really successful, just so you know that behind the doors, they are really, really striving and they're really doing the hard work. Lesson number 10 is Canada will change you. Living in abroad really shapes my character. I would say I become more independent, more open-minded, and more resilient. I would say it's because of the experiences that I experienced here in Canada just by myself. It changes me in ways I never imagined. It also made me see the brighter things in life and to be grateful in small things. There's a Filipino saying, malayo pa, pero malayo na. It's like I'm still far from my journey, but I'm already also far from where I've been. And it also made me realize that there's a lot of opportunities in our lives. Sometimes those opportunities are just waiting for us to move and grab them. Life favors the bold. And also, I got to realize to focus more on what really matters in our lives, like being contented and to be grateful in what I have. Also, to improve ourselves with all of the gifts that we already have in ourselves. But despite of the struggles and challenges that I encountered here in Canada, I also think that these types of experiences, I will not really encounter this one if I have stayed in my comfort zone back home. And honestly, I would still choose to do it all over again. I would say it's very worth it, every minute of it. Moving to another country is never easy, but it will change you in the best ways. Just remember that growth happens outside your comfort zone. If you're thinking about becoming an international student here in Canada, I hope these lessons will help you in your journey. And if you're already living here in Canada, I would love to hear about your experiences. You can comment down below and let's talk about it. If you found this video helpful and enjoy any contents about Canada, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments down below if there are any topics that you want me to cover. Thank you so much for watching. Be kind, keep the faith. Bye-bye.